Hello, boys. Welcome to another one. UFC Rio just wrapped up, and it was a very underwhelming card to say the least. The co-main event between Davis and Figueiredo and Montel Jackson was pretty much a stinker. Yoel Alvarez versus Vicente Luque wasn't as exciting as I expected it to be, given that Yoel Alvarez has finished every single fight he's been in recently, but still a good performance, should bump him up the welterweight rankings. I can't wait to see what he does there. Mario Pinto, one heavyweight that isn't fat, just destroyed Jonathan Deniz. Not happy that it took 2 rounds for him to do it, but hey, I see a heavyweight that doesn't have belly fat, and that gets me going. The card had a lot of finishes, Khan Ofi finished Ricardo Ramos, Michael Ashwell finished Lucas Almeida, Jafal Filho finished Clayton Carpenter.
Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I
Yeah,
read
you know what I'm saying? like
Peter Petrino finally finished Thomas Peterson after losing the second round, which is just insane how terrible this guy is. But I don't want to go into a whole Vito Petrino hater manifesto because Lord knows every fiber in my being wants me to. So it was a good night for the Brazilians. They won pretty much every matchup except for the Lucas Almeida and Ricardo Ramos and Jonathan Deniz. Vicente Luque won. Oh, goddamn. So the main card only had 2 Brazilian winners? That's tough. Anyway, I don't think you care about any of this. Neither do I, honestly. But hey, have to get the video runtime up one way or the other. Old Charlie boy got a win over Mateusz Gamrot, and big ups to him. I'm happy. You're probably happy that he won. But then the question becomes, do you actually care that Charles Oliveira just beat Mateusz Gamrot? And for me, the answer is unequivocally no. I do not give 2 shits if he beat Mateusz Gamrot. And why is that? Well, it's simple, really. Charles Oliveira is 3-3 in his last 6. He got submitted by Islam Makhachev, lost to Arman Tsarukyan, and got obliterated by Ilia Topuria. His last 3 wins are Beneil Dariush, who's, okay, Michael Chandler, who shouldn't even count as a win, and Mateusz Gamrot. Now, if those names don't sound particularly impressive to you, it's because they don't sound particularly impressive to anyone. And this is purely because, well, that doesn't really put him in any sort of decent winning paths. Because if you look at the rankings, Michael Chandler is currently ranked 12th and has lost, his last 4 fights in a row? Then you go up a little bit and you find Beneil Dariush, who's ranked 9th, who, yes, did beat Renato Moicano. But if we're being honest with ourselves, that had more to do with Renato Moicano just being low IQ as opposed to Beneil Dariush kind of just imposing his will. But that's, again, another time for us to discuss that. Then he just beat Mateusz Gamrot, who's probably his best win in 3 years, who was ranked 8th at the time. So now you look forward and onwards. You say, okay, Charlie boy, you did good. Let's find you another opponent for you to beat. And then you look at number 7 and you see old Paddy and you're like, oh, okay, well, let's try again. You look at Dan Hooker and you're like, that's a more winnable fight, but I don't know about that one. Then you go up to number 5 and you see Justin Gaethje and you're like, well, Charles, you already beat that guy. And then you go up to 3 and then you see Max Holloway, 2 Arman Tsarukyan, 1 Islam, the champion Ilia. And at that point, you're like, oh, fuck off, Charles. You're not going to get that belt again. There's 4 people ahead of you that will definitely beat you and 3 people below you that could possibly beat you. And so, for me, as happy as I am to see Dubronx get a win, especially after what happened to him against Ilia. I still can't believe that happened, by the way. It does kind of feel a bit hollow because at this point, it's okay, good job. To give you an analogy, this would be like Alex Pereira losing to Magomed Ankalaev and then beating Volkan Oezdemir. It's am I happy that Alex won a fight? Yes, but what does that do for me? I just don't feel particularly moved by that to any meaningful degree. He's not getting any younger. He's 36, is it? He's 35. He's going to be 36 in 5 days, actually, depending on when this video comes up. You can probably do the math of when I'm recording this. He doesn't have a lot of time. He doesn't really have any time. So he's going to have to make a run at that belt sooner or later. And again, I don't see him beating any person that is above him in the rankings. And I see him losing to 4 dudes that are below him in the rankings. So where do we go from here? Do we just do fun fights? I saw that he wanted to fight Conor McGregor when Conor comes back, maybe at the White House, although an Irish guy and a Brazilian guy fighting on the White House card is just...
We're the hottest country anywhere in the world. We're number 1 everywhere, anywhere in the world, and that's all they're talking about is our country.
Where do we go from here, Charles? I honestly feel like it might have been better for him to just lose to Gamrot, because now he has to fight one of these guys that he's almost certainly going to lose to. All that being said, I'm happy for him. I'm glad he won. I don't know if I'm the only one that had this hollow feeling when he won or seeing that he won, because now you're just going to throw him to the wolves again. And we all know he's just not going to be able to survive that. It was a fun run, Charles. You gave us quite a few years of just absolute madness and we all loved it. But at this point in time, I feel like you can get your wins, you know, cash the bonus, get your 50K. The man's got a family to take care of. You can never have too much money, I always say. So go get your bread, but your days at the top of the division are over, buddy. So hopefully he gets a Hanato Moicano matchup next. I don't know, maybe Grant Dawson. I'm calling these guys because who else is he going to beat, if you're honest with yourself? Maybe he gets a Benoit Saint Denis matchup where he's the underdog and he comes back and wins, because I don't think anyone thinks Benoit is that good. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this whole card. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'm just tripping, you know, but that's just how I feel on the situation. See ya.